Sabrina Strange here, currently reporting from the Bear Hunter's Den. I'm here with lead singer Nick DeBell, guitarist Mitch Seri, bassist Justin Lamb, and drummer Johnny Belanger. So we caught a glimpse of you guys practicing, and we caught some new songs that you're working on. Can you tell us a bit about your new material? What was the inspiration this time around?
Making every song sound different.
Every song sound different, yeah?
8-string guitars.
Is there any bands that have inspired you for this time around?
Yeah, we all have influences. Mine is Opeth.
Yeah? Yours,
Slayer and
Slayer?
The Lamb of God.
Lamb of God, definitely.
Deicide. There's another wave of anti-religious lyrics coming up.
What about you, Justin?
Elton John.
That explains so much.
I'm on and Mark.
So, what's the creative process to your songs? How does it all come together?
Usually Mitch will write whatever riff on guitar, and then me and him will get together and
We'll try to fuck with each other's heads with timings and stuff, and then we end up coming up with really cool riffs.
That's awesome.
Memorize the instrumental and then break my brain trying to put syllables in all the
It's
right places.
hate and anger.
So how did you guys end up coming together as the Bear Hunters? Did it just start out as jamming and turn into something bigger, or?
Well, in about 19...
Well, Johnny and I have been playing ever since we started. Ever since we were wee little ones.
I was gonna say my mom fucked my dad, and then I was born. But I was expecting you guys to lead into it as well. And then 20 years later, or whatever.
Usually the Bear Hunters are born.
Yeah, Justin and I, we've known each other though for 10 years?
Yeah.
Something like 10 years, and he was playing bass way before I ever played drums. I played drums probably about 5 years after he started bass, and he used to play with a bunch of people in elementary school. I found drums and guitar. Actually, I started on guitar, and then worked my way to drums in high school. And then we got together. We've always known each other, so we started playing. He knew Mitch.
I actually played in a band with Nick and Justin for 2 or 3 practices.
Yeah.
And we played in a band, 3 of us, with Kevin and Tony.
Kevin.
Calder, yeah. And Tony Brigley.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Interesting. Very interesting. So how long have the Bear Hunters been together?
4 years.
Yeah, about 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
2009.
Yeah.
So 4 years
2009.
this December, eh?
I hear that you guys are coming out with a CD soon, possibly.
Hopefully. Which we've been working on for over friggin' 3 years now.
We've had a lot of delays. Some of the times we've had to start over completely from scratch.
I blew up his hard drive.
Yeah. He screamed way too epic and it just blew up my computer.
Recorded a long growl, and his hard drive blew up, and his computer never turned on again.
Well, that's good for you, because he can scare off all the bears in Echo Bay for you with his growls, eh? The Bear Hunters came together as a joke, a personal joke involving you. What's the story behind the fear, Mitch? Was there something traumatizing, or?
And give some bear facts, because I know everybody wants to know them.
Well, spiders can't kill you. Well, some can, but you can you can step on a spider and crush it, you know. But
Rest in peace, Jeff.
You can't step on a bear and crush a bear. Bear will swipe your face and kill you. So
very morbid thoughts.
and they're around, they are in this neighborhood, not too active, not Echo Bay or anything.
Yeah,
I hear they're a lot more.
We're in Sherwood Forest right now, so...
Yeah,
you'll be surrounded by the bears. You better hope that Nick growls loud enough to keep him away from you. Jeez.
There's actually a song called The Bear Hunters that I wrote with a little metalcore band I was in with Jeremy Hanna and Sam Mellon.
Yeah,
And
really.
that didn't really go anywhere, but I still had the name, and I was
That's how we got the name.
yeah. I was
Wasn't
let's
supposed
do
to be
this song.
I see.
It wasn't supposed to be a permanent name. We had our first show coming up in December 2009, and we needed a name to be on the bill, so we were like, well, let's go with the Bear Hunters, and we'll think of something better later, and then it turned out to stick.
It's a weird name, and we made it good. I guess, with having cool music or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. So what's the story behind this anyways, Justin?
It's part of my heritage. My great-grandfather passed it down to his son, and passed it down to his son, and then his son passed it down to my father, and my father passed it down to me.
So, Nick, what got you into death growl vocals?
Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah.
I started playing guitar as well, actually, like Johnny. It was basically just driving around listening to metal. Like, I'd always have metal cranked while driving around, so I started trying to sing along.
Yeah.
Eventually, it became.
How long have you been working on it then?
I first started fiddling around with it in like 2008.
Johnny, I see that you're in a few different bands around the Sioux. How did you end up deciding that the Bear Hunters was something you really wanted to stick with?
Well, actually, Bear Hunters was the first band that I was in. That was like a long term. Then my dad introduced me to Tim, and now I play in Caveman Morrison as well. And then Johnny Pints, Pickle, he friggin', and Justin from Jack Spades started because they wanted me for drums.
I know that you guys have been playing a few shows out of town and stuff, like kind of mini touring thing, testing the waters, I guess, right? Because that's when you first start to travel and get an idea of what being on the road would be like. How do you like being on the road?
Well, when we played in Sudbury, we opened for
Einherjar.
He says it best. It's the Asian accent. But the only thing with that show in particular, we all stayed in a hotel. Like, I know touring bands don't stay in a hotel every night.
Remember that? That's when you had Kangaroo.
It was so good.
Oh yeah, I took a
Kangaroo
bite of
burger.
it. It tastes like fish.
Like fish and steak, it was so good.
It was weird. But yeah, that's not a touring lifestyle. Like, I mean, it would be awesome if it was hotels, but we're not fucking Lamb of God, Cannibal Corpse, Slayer, anything like that.
Yeah, we'd all be staying in some beaten down fart box.
Cuddling up to each other behind in the fucking car.
Do you guys have anything exciting that you'd like to tell your fans before the show? Anything you'd like to say?
Buy us beer.
Justin's gonna perform wearing only that hat.
Yeah.
If I get a rating glass, I'm gonna wear that too.
Murder face that shit. Play bass with your dick.
We're
We might
hoping to
do a
debut
bit, but-
a couple new songs.
Yeah.
Brand new
songs.
songs. Better go if you want to hear them.
Yeah, better show up, eh? And if there is the possibility of a new CD coming in the future, about how long do you figure? Within the next year or two, or within the next 2
Definitely
months?
year.
We're hoping for October.
There's been delays, but like this is the closest we've been, so we're just gonna push through it.
We're almost
Yeah.
done.
Mitch's fingers hurt.
Yeah, it's all messed up.
Oh
Don't ask me
my.
how it happened because I don't remember.
Ouch.
But it's tolerable to play now, so like we're resuming it on Thursday.
Okay.
We're gonna record all the solos and then hopefully we'll have it done before Christmas. And then the second one is gonna be much faster because it's already halfway written.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for getting together with us today. Very interesting interview. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of interesting interviews with the metal bands around the Sioux. It was great to hear you guys practice, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at the big Looney Fest. I'll have to juggle for you or something.
Josh Stephanie is a member of our band, and
Yep.
he couldn't be here. We love you, Josh.
Josh,
Sorry.
we love you and miss you.
And he's not getting replaced unless he tells us he doesn't want to be in
Ever.
the band.
Ever.
Yeah.
We love him. He is a fucking valuable member of this band, and we miss him more than fucking I missed anybody, I think.
It's